Love that bubbly water. Good morning, Greg here. Burn at both ends. Burn it on the front end of the week. It's Monday, 6:07 a.m. Pacific, July 2nd, 2018. So we are officially in the second half of 2018. Exciting. Super excited about what went on in the first half. So looking to continue to elevate, continue to make severe progress, leverage this burn at both ends schedule, and just crush it. And so some of the things I've been doing, right, so I had a self-audit over the weekend, and so I've put in place something that I started doing in probably January-ish, I'd say, where I'd get up in the morning at 5, and I'd plug right into some inspirational videos on YouTube, some mashups of some kind. And so I am back into that, and it's definitely pumping me up while I make my keto coffee. So done with the keto this morning so far. On to the bubbly water. Let's see, other things that I'm putting in place. Well, the success journal has been in place since iCore began. That was when was that? June, early June. First week of June was the kickoff weekend, or the kickoff week. I'm loving the success journal. So this morning, copied over the next week. So I'm breaking it down to 1 week chunks. I'm finding that to be very helpful, very productive with thinking about things at 1 week at a time. And so got the success journal. Other exciting things going on. So we are week 5 of iCore, so we're past the halfway point. We are at 47 interviews. Super excited about that. Once again, mad props to our industry mentor. He banged out like several interviews on his own last week. He was in a conference of some sort, or I think it was a review, but there were a lot of critical people there. So just awesome, man. We learned some really good, juicy details from his interviews. So this week it's all about the pipeline. We want to fill the pipeline. So if you recall, last week we had some killer conversations. We now know what thin slice of our application we need to hit, because our application is rather wide, or one of them is rather wide. So we know exactly where we got to hit. And so now we're starting to queue up those people in that thin slice to learn more about it. And so this week, the key is really pushing on that pipeline, filling that pipeline with these critical people, and making sure that we, book a lot of interviews later this week, next week. So excited about that. And so it's all about pipeline, right? That's what I can control. I can control how I fill the pipeline. I can't control who comes out the other end. I mean, I can push, I can ask, I can try different forms of communication, right? That's one thing I'm big on, is not just email. Well, it depends on what I have, but if I have more than just email, I love doing more than just email, right? Email's good, but at the same time, text messaging, LinkedIn, phone calls. A lot of these people, unfortunately, are not in the area, so it's hard to show up and, as far as like knock on their door. But what I can control is how much I fill the pipeline. So excited about that. And then the third thing is one of my projects at work, one of my other projects, the one called HPD, in the success journal there, is really ramping up. We're about 7 weeks away from integration, which is exciting. So it's just we're starting to get into weekly meetings. We're starting to uncover some of the things we didn't think were so hard that are a little bit more difficult. So it's just getting serious, and I'm excited about that. And so I am leading that integration, so I'm leading those meetings. And this is a new team that I'm a part of, and so it's exciting to see the dynamics and see how people show up. And and so pretty much this morning is mostly iCore work, and then this afternoon is mostly HPD work. So excited about that. And and then we got a nice break in the middle of the week. We got 4th of July, so a lot of family things going on that day. We got 2 parties to go to, so my daughters are psyched about that. They love their parties with their friends. And so short post today. So once again, this channel is about me and my journey as an aspiring entrepreneur, the things I'm going through, the things I'm putting in place to give me success, the failures, the challenges, all that kind of good stuff. So so I'd say the big successes now are I'm getting back on the inspirational videos, the success journal, appropriately named, and then just understanding, like for iCore, for HPD, how I can be the most effective in those projects. Like, what are the specific things I can do to be the most effective? And like my opinion about how I attack problems is that's how I like to think, And so that's what I believe, that's the tasks that fall out, because I notice with a lot of these things, it's easy to get stuck in busy work, thinking I'm making progress, but not really, right? Just busy work. I mean, it might be important work, but it might not be like the most important thing, or the thing that moves the project forward the most that day, or in that afternoon, or in that meeting. And I especially find like this HPD, this is a pretty thick engineering project, and right, so it's easy to get stuck in the details somewhere and get locked in. And kind of staying at a meta level, I think is important, because that way I don't miss something. And this is a project where there are a lot of unknown unknowns, right? I'm new to this group, I'm new to this type of hardware, so there are a lot of unknown unknowns for me. And so it's really putting me, in a good place to like leverage other people's experience and knowledge, listen, write things down, take advice, all those good things. So excited about that. And yeah, so subscribe, comment down below, tell me what you think, tell me about your experience, your journey, ask questions. I really want to be of service, so ask questions. I don't know, ask me to help you solve problems. I'd love to do that. I'm a trained problem solver, being an engineer. And yeah, so this is my channel. Down in the description, you'll find some links to some motivational websites that I totally dig. You'll find a link to ENS. This is this voice-based social media platform that I use as one of my hubs for this channel and just for social media in general. And then below that, you'll find some great music. I'm really into this psychedelic ambient and it's this like kind of tribal techno. I don't know what I'd call it, but you can check that out. And then I also, the beat in the background, G Money is my alter ego. I write these drum beats. I've been drumming for a few decades. I love drums. I love music. And so I write these beats. The one backing this talk is inspired by fellow hoodie. And so, yeah, you can you can check them out on SoundCloud. There are, I think, 8 beats there that you can check out for free. They're pretty good, I think. Actually, I think they're awesome. Not pretty good. I think they're awesome. So, a little biased with that opinion, but I think that's okay. And I'm working on album number 2 right now. And, as far as like my schedule goes, and I'll wrap very shortly, I really want to just bang it out for this iCore. I really want to just put in so much time for this iCore, just because it's going to be gone on July 26th, never to return. The specific iCore program. Now we might move forward and we might do more customer discovery to push this technology out into the market. I hope we do that. That would be really cool, because the information we got just last week just shows that we got some traction. That we think we have some traction. Some really important people that know a lot more than we do. Their eyes bulged when they heard what we're doing, and so that's exciting. And then we also submitted a proposal this weekend for several $1 million in additional funding to move it from proof of concept to MVP, minimum viable product. So hope that we get that funding. We don't find out until Thanksgiving roughly, which is a bit painful, and then it doesn't show up till February. But at the same time, it's several $1 million. It's non-equity funding. So with good stuff. So anyway, go out, do great things. It's Monday. Crush the week. Begin the week on a great, with a great start. Inspire folks, and I will see you this evening.